Hello guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Kian and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a long time since I last reacted to a pop album, and Ariana Grande just released one called Sweetener. So I thought that's the perfect opportunity because I was going to listen to this album because I like Ariana Grande, and I thought maybe I'd share my reaction with you. So this is the fourth album by Ariana Grande. I have liked the two previous ones. I discovered like everybody, I think, or most people with Problem, and her album My Everything that I thought was a nice pop album at the time. The revelation really was, to me, album Dangerous Woman, which I've really enjoyed. It wasn't the greatest album of all time, it wasn't the greatest pop album or R&B album, but I liked her evolution on the album. She was experimenting a little bit more with the voice, with the music. It was just a very good album. It was very catchy, it really grew on me. So I've heard a few singles that Ariana Grande released from this new album Sweetener. Long story short, I'm not crazy about any of them. The only one that I kinda like is Not Use Left to Cry, but I don't think it has this replay factor that all of the songs on Dangerous Woman actually had. But nonetheless, I'm really excited to listen to this album. I feel like Ariana Grande went through a lot since her latest album. And I feel like she probably has a lot to say. Also from the singles, I'm not crazy about them, as I said before, but I felt like she was trying to, grow creatively, so I'm always interested to see an artist's evolution. I know she worked a lot with Max Martin and especially Pharrell Williams on this album, so I'm excited to see what the Pharrell collaboration gave. Let's jump straight into it. Let's stop the talking, let's start listening to this new album.
Fell down from the sky the day you left me. Oh, she cried.
It almost feels like a national anthem. So this was just an intro, let's keep listening. Her voice sounds really, really nice. This was a nice little track to start off the album. It felt like a classic Pharrell production, not something he would have produced recently, more something he would have produced in the mid-2000s, so I really liked that vibe going on. She also sounded really, really good, I thought. She didn't try too much, and I liked actually this about recent releases, the singles with her from this album. It's vocally, she's never trying too much, and I really like the fact that she's not trying too hard. She's not here showing, look at me, I have a huge voice, like she sometimes tends to do, which doesn't bother me much, but yeah, sometimes it does. But on this one I really like that, yeah, it doesn't need a huge voice, this song, and it works perfectly, and I really, really thought her voice sounded beautiful on this track. It's nothing incredible, but I do think it was a very nice track. The next track is actually the single The Light Is Coming, and I have a few thoughts about this track, but they're not really good, so let's still listen to it. Maybe in the context of the album it will sound good.
Hey yo, trophy wife, out you won me. Until you had to find out it's one me. If you're Ariana, come let me get you a high five.
This chorus never stops. This song. I just have a story about this song. I remember being on Twitter the other day. The song wasn't released yet, it was before, it was a few months ago. And I remember being on Twitter and actually listening to a teaser for this track. And I just listened to the teaser once, and I had the chorus stuck in my head the entire day. I don't hate that song actually. I feel like this song could have had a lot of potential. As I said, the chorus is catchy maybe, it gets stuck in your head actually. But the execution is just not good. I understand the production, so Pharrell was trying to produce something in his 2018 kind of Pharrell signature. But to me it doesn't work on this track. Like the production, I don't even mind the men screaming in the back because I know a lot of people didn't like this part. I actually don't mind it. I just think the production is kind of a mess. Like on the chorus, it starts with just a few elements and then you have a lot of more elements coming at the end of the chorus, and it just doesn't work to me. It sounds like I'm listening to a video game or something. I'm playing to Mario Kart or something. I don't know. I just don't really like the production. I also think the lyrics are quite cringy, to be honest. The know-it-all part every time makes my eye roll a little bit. And finally, let's talk about Nicki Minaj, because I like Nicki Minaj. I think she's a great rapper, but she just comes out of nowhere on this song. Like, it really didn't need her, and she doesn't add anything to the song. I thought maybe I would like this song better in the context of the album, but I really don't. And I found it a bit annoying, to be honest. Please don't kill me for this reaction. It's just truly honest. But you know, that's an experiment. Maybe that's what Ariana Grande wanted. Who am I to judge? Damn, Pharrell produced a lot of tracks on this album. She has that early 2000 R&B vibe going on vocally. I really do like it. Ooh, this is lovely. I really like her voice when she talks. It sounds really nice, kind of playful. I really like it. You know how to beat it and then the beat comes in. Really nice. Oh, this was so nice. That's a Pharrell production well executed. I loved it so much. It was really nice. It was catchy, but it wasn't obvious. Like, it's single worthy to me. Like, it really does sound like something you could have heard from Beyonce or maybe Ciara or Mariah Carey back in the early 2000s. It really sounded very nice. It was a perfect production. I wasn't paying much attention to the lyrics, but it felt quite playful. It didn't feel as cringy as the previous one. I really liked her voice. As I said on Blazed, I feel like she was, you know, keeping it on the low. She wasn't trying to do much. She was just really playful. I really liked that little vibe going on this track. It was really nice. It was a beautiful song, I thought. That definitely was a great surprise after The Lie Is Coming. I don't understand why they didn't release this as a single, because it really is single worthy. I wonder if something is gonna be able to top that song for me, because this was really great. But you know, it's only the fourth track on the album, so there's probably plenty of surprises ahead. The next track is once again a single I've heard before. It's God Is a Woman. Once again, I'm not crazy about this track. I actually like it, so maybe in the context of the album, once again, it will sound different to me. I actually have a lot of thoughts about this track, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to articulate them well. God Is a Woman is not a song I hate or dislike, actually, like The Light Is Coming, for example. I actually think it's a good pop song. But I think I was mostly disappointed because of the title. Because when you name a song God is a Woman, I feel like this song has to be incredible, it has to be anthemic, and I don't think it has this quality. Also, I was expecting for them to go crazy over the gospel core in the end, and once again it was a letdown. I really like the chorus, I think the chorus is great, I just think the rest of the track just sounds like any typical pop song. It really doesn't have anything particular to me. And when you name a song God is a Woman, I feel like it has to be one of a kind. It has to be, you know, just like a prayer, the modern song. You have to go big. Like, that's really the type of song you have to go big or go home when you name a song that way. It takes me to another aspect of the song, which is the lyrical aspect of this track. First off, I don't think I'm one to talk, because I am a man. So I don't know if God is a Woman is a powerful song, if it's empower you as a woman. But to just make a song called God is a Woman about sexual empowerment, to simply talk about sexuality on this track, once again, I feel like it's a missed opportunity. I truly felt like God is a Woman was the type of song where you could talk about everything, you know, everything about inequality between men and women. Talk about, you know, all women are not paid enough, all women, you know, are not respected as men are in society today. And to just make it about sexuality, maybe it's great actually. I don't know. I don't know how it would make me feel as a woman because I'm not one. So I don't want to judge too much, but to me it's a bit disappointing. I don't know if I made my points clear, but yeah, I feel like God is a Woman is a huge missed opportunity. I feel like it could have been so much bigger than this.
When life deals us cards, bring the bitter taste to a heart. Get it, hit it, flip it, flip it. You make me say, oh, I like the way you lick the bowl. Somehow you're mad and touches.
You lick the ball? What the You lick the ball? Her voice here sounds beautiful. I really like this part of the song. It's a beautiful chorus. I don't know if I hate this or I love it. I don't know. I really don't know if I hate or if I love this song. There's a lot of ideas that I love about it actually. I really like the chorus. I really like that the chorus is kind of more locating, you know, just a voice and a piano. And then you have little elements from more of a Pharrell production, more of a hip-hop, R&B influenced production with catchy hooks. However, I don't think it works here, but I feel like that's the kind of song I need to listen to a few times before I decide, because at the same time it's absolutely messy, but at the same time I think it could be actually extremely catchy. And it could be kind of the with songs like Pharrell made a song with Gwen Stefani years ago that is called Yummy. It's on a Sweet Escape album. And this is a song that I really love. And this one kind of reminds me of this. They don't sound alike, but they're just extremely messy, and maybe that's what I like about it. I have to listen to Sweetener again to really know what I think of this track. But I feel like it's a love it or hate it kind of situation here. Ooh. Oh, this sounds just like a Mariah Carey song. I like this part. There are little tropical drums in the back that I really like. This song reminds me so much of a song by Mariah Carey that featured Snoop Dogg, and was actually produced by the Neptunes. It was called Say Something. I just need to compare here. It doesn't exactly sound alike, but it sounds similar though. It doesn't sound exactly the same, but I feel like it's quite similar, and I actually like it. I don't mind. I love Say Something. I really like this song. It's great. It's really a fun song, so please don't crucify me for comparing those two songs, please, because I really felt like it was obvious to me, so please don't take it the wrong way. I mean this in the best way possible. Those two songs are great.
I get tired of the no-shows. You get tired of my control. Cause I'm really not here when you're not there. I've tried to fight energy. Why don't this gotta keep bringing me?
I feel like even this track that isn't produced by Pharrell Williams has a very 2000 vibe to it. But maybe I'm just getting a bit obsessed here. Nothing new here. I feel like we've heard this song before by Max Martin and Ariana Grande. It's an okay song. I feel like maybe it's gonna be a grower. Maybe it's a song that I'm gonna love after listening to the album a few times. But yeah, for now I kind of feel like it's just a filler. It's so short. It's really nothing spectacular.
Some days things just take way too much of my energy. Don't have to try, but you tell me every time. Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. I'm gonna keep on breathing.
I really don't hope there's gonna be a drop. Oh.
Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. And now I gotta keep
Oh.
on breathing. Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing.
Ooh, I really like that. Distorted guitar. On keyboards, I don't exactly know what that is. The production on this track is outstanding. I started listening to Breathin, and at the beginning I thought, oh, this is kind of whatever. But the production is just so great, and Ariana Grande's performance too is great. I feel like this is gonna sound very, very nice in an acoustic version. This was a huge surprise. I really didn't expect this to sound like this. During the first chorus, it was starting to, you know, get bigger and bigger and bigger, and I thought, oh, they're gonna drop the beat and it's gonna be like a tropical house break in the middle, like, you know, a Justin Bieber album that from 3 years ago. It was surprising from beginning to end, so this is what I call a great pop song. Really great production. We all know the next track, it's No Tears Left to Cry. This This is such a beautiful way to say shut your mouth, by the way. Her voice on this track is really beautiful once again. This last chorus is so beautiful. There's so much emotion in this last chorus. Loving, I'm living, so we turn it up. We turn it up. Okay, I said before that I didn't think this song had a lot of replay factor, which I still believe, by the way, but I feel like it sounded even better in the context of the album for this one. I have always thought it sounded very beautiful and that the last part of the song felt really emotional, especially since it was the first release from Ariana Grande since the Manchester event last year. It's a really good production once again, I think. It's a nice pop song, it's a really good one. It was a nice lead single. I don't have much to say actually. That's maybe the problem with this song. I don't have much to say about it. But yeah, it's a nice song.
Jason, you know I won't stop trying. Just meet me at the borderline. You know I'm the wifey type, baby. You know I'll be one of a kind, though. Seems like I'm coming on strong, but I don't want this time to pass. I know you got a lot of chicks on at you, but I better thinking on that.
I'm like, you got me
Yeah, sure.
so on a chase, got me feeling so out of place. Think about you all of my days. Would shoot you on me like fresh grapes. At the borderline beside me, you like.
Just want you to
I've not missing more energized than this.
won't you give me a better time?
Alright, this sounded exactly like any production by Pharrell Williams in the mid-2000s. I really didn't think it had anything special. Maybe it's because I got used to the sound. I don't think Ariana Grande on this one compared to the other tracks that sounded like late classic Pharrell Williams. I don't think she brought anything special to this track. Missy was asleep, like this verse was disappointing. And the lyrical content on this album really isn't that good. I'm sorry if you're an Ariana Grande fan and this is making you mad, but it's my personal opinion, but I really don't think the lyrical content on this album is good. I'm the wifey type, not that good, but once you're tasting my ice cream, I bet you won't ever leave. Like, it's just like, I think it was on Sweetener, when she was talking about if you lick the ball right, I like the way you lick my ball or something. What the f does that even mean?
You keep me in your orbit, but I know I'm a hard one to please. Give it too much importance, but never have your fault on your knees. Steering clear of any headaches to start. And if we're being honest, I'd rather your body than half of your heart. But that is written common. I'm better off without it. I'm better off being a wild man. Last month I'm not fixed to bed and go back on the roof just to say that we could. You keep insisting I listen to your proposition. I dismiss them on no offense, yeah. I never let them know too much. Hate getting too emotional.
But you should get too emotional, Ariana Grande. Because it sounds incredible when you get emotional.
I'm better off being a wild one. I'm better off.
Yes, bring in the chords. Yeah.
I'm better off being a wild one. On the road a lot, had to keep it 1,000.
What surprises me the most about this song, Better Off, is that it's actually produced by It Boy. If you know It Boy, you'd be surprised that this is his contribution to the album. Honestly, I love this track because it's beautiful. I like how Ariana Grande was honest on this track. We all know what this song is about, and I'm not gonna talk about a private life, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna judge her for what she just said in this song, but I love how honest she is. And it sounds so great because she's being honest and emotional at the same time, and I really love when artists are being this open. It kind of reminds me of the new Better Forever Boy song on the previous album, which was my favorite track on the album, by the way, I think. I like the part when she said I've never ever been in love more than a few months or something like this. It just was so beautifully honest, it was so arch, you could feel the emotion in her voice, and you could tell that it was hard to admit this, but she was admitting it. Even if it was not the beautiful truth, because the truth isn't beautiful all the time. And I feel like this song was exactly the same thing. So, Ariana Grande, you have all of my respect for this track. Such a shame the rest of your lyrics on this album aren't this good, actually.
Tell me why you gotta look at me that way. You know what it does to me. Oh, does it have to be so cute? It's impossible to ignore you. Just say goodnight and go. When you sleepy, I sleep there.
Her voice is so perfect.
Wanna say goodnight, say goodnight and go.
So apparently this is a rework of Imogen Heap track. So if you don't know who Imogen Heap is, she's an alternative pop artist. I'd say her style is very different from what Ariana Grande does. So I don't know the original song, so I don't know how good the rework is or how impressive this is. But yeah, I mean, Ariana Grande sounds really nice on this track once again, but the production is so not impressive at all. It really is a failure to me. The awaited Pete Davidson
I thought you
song.
were in my life, but looking at mine, I'm like, ooh.
I love chords, you know that. So this was an interlude. I did not exactly see the point of it, but I think it's important for Ariana Grande to have this song on the album. I really was expecting a full song for this one.
You can feel it. Yeah. Say my system is overloaded.
Is this gonna be the song of the album? That voice. I like the ad-libs, but maybe they are a bit too much right here. I really wanted to love that song, but I just can't like it. Because with a title like this, it's just like God is Woman. I was expecting a lot more, especially when you consider what Ariana Grande has been going through. I felt like the production was kind of messy. There were a lot of ad-libs and it sounded way too noisy at some points. It sounded like I was listening to more than one song at the same time. I never felt like this song at this moment where I really thought, oh, this is the moment where the song explodes. And I don't mind, you know, kind of low-key songs, but yeah, I'm not convinced by this song. I kind of like it. I just kind of like it. But I don't love it, and I really wanted to love it. And maybe that's the thing with the album in general. I just like it when I really wanted to love it, because I felt like it was going to be the moment where Ariana Grande would blossom as an incredible artist, and she would get extremely personal and extremely honest. And I feel like we had a bit of this. I mean, she made a song called Pete Davidson. It was nice. You know, songs like No Tears Left to Cry, a song like Breathin was really emotional. She talked about anxiety. It was actually really powerful. A song like Better Off, she was extremely honest, almost brutally honest. And then there are songs where she's a little bit more playful and she's trying things musically. I think mostly on the Pharrell Williams production that I actually really enjoyed. I saw a lot of people trash this album on Twitter, especially the Pharrell productions, and I feel like that I liked most of Pharrell Williams' production on Sweetener. Pharrell is truly capable of the absolute best and the absolute worst, and I think this album is kind of the proof of that, because a song like The Light Is Coming, I won't comment on this, but a song like R.E.M. or even Successful or Sweetener, which were not the most memorable song of this album, I've actually really enjoyed them, and I like the fact that Ariana Grande on these tracks was trying something new. And then there were really great productions, No Tears Left to Cry, Breathin. But overall, I felt like there were a few fillers, and on a 15 tracks album, I wish there weren't. Especially an album that I thought would be this important. So I like it, but I'm not completely crazy about it. I was expecting a bit more, I think. I don't think it's the worst album ever. Like a lot of people on Twitter were saying that it was such a letdown. It is a bit of a disappointment, but I feel like maybe when I'm gonna listen to it a few more times, I will really enjoy this album. Maybe for now, I'm not really disappointed actually. I just think there are a few songs that are a letdown. I think the album overall is a bit messy. I feel like Ariana Grande wanted to try a lot of things and she tried too much, and she didn't know exactly what to do with most of the song. For example, a song like Good Night and Go was probably very ambitious, but I felt like it fell flat. But a song like R.E.M, once again, she tried a more 2000, early 2000 R&B vibe, and I feel like it worked perfectly. There's a lot of good, there's a few things that aren't really good on this album. Lyrically, I felt like this album was a huge letdown. Just on the last track, It Takes You and Me to Make Us. Those are questionable lyrics. I'm sorry. I like How You Lick My Ball. I don't know if this was this was the way she said it, but on Sweetener, I mean, yeah, those are not really good lyrics. I'm sorry. It was a bit cringy, but for example, a song like Better Off, where she was brutally honest, the lyrics were great. I think this is the kind of album I will listen to when I want to listen to something very easy to listen to. But it was nice. I liked most of the production. I think there's a lot of good in this album. We shouldn't focus only on the bad. Her voice is once again incredible. She tried new things on this album, and I really appreciate that. She was trying new things. It's nice. I think that's what we can applaud. I can respect that. She was trying new things. Not everything worked. So that's my conclusion of the album. Maybe it's not a great conclusion. I'm sorry about this. But I want to hear your conclusion of the album, your reaction. What are your thoughts on this album? I've heard a lot of things on Twitter, so I don't exactly know what people think of it. If you disagree with me, please make sure to tell me. My highlights on the album, actually there are a few, because there are a lot of songs that I really enjoyed on this album. The one I've loved the most is R.E.M. I think you understood that. I think Successful was also nice. I don't know if I love Sweetener yet. I'll tell you this later. Better Off is another one of my really favorite track on this album, along with R.E.M. I thought the honesty was incredibly beautiful on this track. And finally, I really like Breathin, and I think No Tears Left to Cry ended up being an highlight for me too. The production on these two tracks is really nice. Those are two very nice pop songs. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a very nice day, guys. Take care.